if the man is pedestalizing a woman, I stated that she would grow resentment for that man in due time.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because
Okay, cool.
if you check off all the characteristics that we like and then you're pedestalizing us after all your other qualifications are met, we like that shit. Why would you not
loyal to that?
We have every other man pedestalizing us when we walk out the door. So if our man's not doing it, that's weird.
It makes sense. I ain't gonna lie.
The
She
one
killing
man
it.
who-
She killing
You gotta
it.
be
Because she said after. Now she's smart as fuck because she said if he's pedalizing us after all his other qualifications, see that's a different thing. Because trust me, if you my bitch, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? You too. What's good? What's good, man? It's your boy Vic Reacts. Bumming at you with a brand new video. Hey man, today we got banger, man. Today we got No Fugazee Podcast. It says triggered women choose happiness over their own kids. Now look, I'm not gonna lie, fool. I read this title and I said they choose happiness over their own kids. Like, shouldn't the kid be the happiness for a woman? So it kind of got me thinking, like, nigga, this is gonna be a good ass video to react with my guys, with the crew, man. So look, that's what we gonna do. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. But wait, before we get into the video, man, if you like the intro that I played at the beginning, man, be sure to like the video right now. Because if you like the intro, you gonna like the video. Comment you got something to say about the video or me. Subscribe if you know and fuck with the content, man. Without further ado, let's get into it.
So, would you ever settle if you didn't get that high value man that you just listed?
Oh Lord, I see you, Shawty. You got that. She got him out. She got him hanging.
In a sense, yes, because if he's missing a few of those qualities or he's rough around the edges on a few of those qualities, like let's say his finances are not completely in order, or let's say he has a low emotional IQ and he has a lot of other great qualities that I love and I love him, I might settle for a few things and try to assist him in bettering those things. If eventually those things don't get better and it's really damaging me, then I will not settle.
Don't you think that's a trap women always fall into, though? Like, they're trying to Bob the Builder guy. They're like, well, you know, I'll take him, but I'll try to fix this man.
I do. You have to be really careful with that and really weigh out the pros and cons. And like I said, really be assertive with yourself and with that person enough to be like, okay, you're not meeting these requirements that I need, if I need them, and really do something about it. Because you're right, it is a trap.
To play devil's advocate, people do change.
Yes,
people can change. So
but they might not change for you, and you have to take accountability for that and like let them go.
I don't think I want someone that would ever change for me, because when you change for someone else, you're not really changing. You're changing to please them. So I would want someone. I would try to assist someone in a better way of living for them, so that they understand it's for them. And then if they genuinely change, that's great. But I do agree it could be a trap.
I actually agree with you.
Facts.
The facts is that people rarely change.
It's true.
If you're trying to change someone, it's not gonna happen. Usually it's not gonna happen at all. With that being said, I fully agree with what you're saying. I know what you're saying too. Is like, you know, sometimes people do change, but probabilities versus possibilities. Yeah. If he was broke, bum, slacking, or didn't really have the bandwidth to assert himself and become better, it's a higher probability that he ain't gonna be better, unless he's like super young, like, you know.
But that's why you have.
I mean, it's a high chance that he won't, but it is a chance that he could. So what she's saying, which I agree with as well, is that if he don't have everything put together, she's gonna try to help and assist him get those things together. But it makes sense because that's what a woman's supposed to do, is help complete a man. You know, a man can't really even be a man without a woman to help him with his shortcomings, because we can't see ourselves from a third person view. Like, we can't see our shortcomings for real because we're our own person. That's where somebody that loves you and really cares about you will do. She'll pick it up naturally. You know what I'm saying? Just like how we'll pick up on her naturally. This makes sense. She got a mind, but you know what I'm saying, the fit don't match, but she got a good mind.
I've seen men change because they lost something that they really wanted, and they realized it took the loss of something to.
But then going
change.
back to the point where she said that I wouldn't even want someone to change for me.
Like, look, I'm gonna take Offset and Cardi for example. I feel like Offset has done some wild shit, right? I'm sorry to curse.
And she knew what she was
some wild
for.
stuff.
Yeah,
and I feel like he lost her, as you said, he felt that, oh my God, I lost what I had. I lost that good mouth. I lost the presence of this woman, the sex, and all the things that she offered to him. And so he fake changed. But did he really change? No.
But I don't think he really changed because he knew he was going to get her
He
back.
didn't. That's what
But
I'm saying.
can I just say something?
I mean, but you gotta also understand who it is. Once she brought up the Offset and Cardi B, now I get the fit. Because anytime somebody bring up somebody who's not even a realistic or average expectation for you, it just throws the whole reality look out of the picture. Offset and Cardi B are their own people, and they knew what they was getting into. Cardi B is a stripper that used to rob dudes, bro. Offset is a wannabe street dude that is not finna be loyal for a bit, that know he could get any bit. So it's like, that is not even a realistic scenario to try to compare it to what we would do. We can't relate to them. We don't got their life. An average person, we're not going to be perfect. You have to understand that the person that you're going to be with is not going to be perfect. They not. Accept them for who they are. If you don't want to accept them for who they are, then don't be with them. It's that simple.
Right.
Just being a woman and
Exactly.
taking accountability and speaking
your mic a little bit. Push it closer to you.
So just being a woman, right? I know that I have been in situations where maybe I didn't cross off all their requirements, right? But
Yeah.
throughout
You're not
us
perfect.
getting to know each other, I know what those requirements are, and there are things that I'm willing to shift because it's all about growth and it's all about where you're going. You know, there was one time I was in a relationship and I walked into the relationship, I just knew I was everything. Like I'm the whole table.
Period.
And while I was in that relationship,
Never.
I realized, like, girl, get it together.
So you talking
know
about
what I mean?
compromise?
No, I'm talking about learning, because that person is just that important to you, or that person is actually
you're
a role model to
compromising.
you. You're not compromising, you're learning.
It
You're
can
learning
happen.
and you're
She
growing.
acquiesced in her behaviors.
And there
to
you
make
go.
some changes.
There
Okay.
you go. So not to take away from your response, but my response would be, I am definitely willing to grow with a person. I'm in a stage in my life where I don't want to fall in love. I don't want to feel crazy, like, oh my God, I can't breathe without this person. When he walk out the house, I can't function. I'm in a place in my life where it's just like, all right, you're doing this, and it meshes with what I'm doing. Let's grow together. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
that can't
talk
be
about
considered love?
let's talk about. But I want to grow in love. I'm not really super interested in falling in love and like, oh
So you
my
want
God,
to
I
fall,
want
you want to grow.
I want to grow. Yeah, I'm not super interested. Like, you know what's so funny? I can be physically attracted to a man, and he may be much more attractive than my man, right? And I may like, ugh, I want it, right?
Nah,
But
fool.
I'm
Nah.
Bring it back.
Big red
So you
flags
saying,
right
like-
there. Big red flags in there. She said she don't want to fall in love. She want to grow in love. Baby, first of all, you not finna grow in love with a man unless you met me when I was broke. First of all, and the love gonna be there before we even start to grow. Because why would you help build me up if you don't even love me? If you're not in love with me, that don't make sense. What she said don't make sense. What she said would make sense in a man point of view, and I'm talking about a built man point of view, because we will only take a female that could grow us, help us grow. We at the point where we built up, we wouldn't take a female that want to grow in love. I mean that don't want to love us all the way. We would take a female that love us off the rip. We don't gotta grow in nothing. Like, you in love with me, you willing to do anything for me. That's what a built man would take. So she's talking from a built man aspect. She's not talking from a woman aspect.
Like, if you got a man, you may see a man that looks better than your man, and you may want him.
I may want him, but
Okay.
I'm gonna always go back to my person because
That's
have
crazy.
that
You shouldn't
I have
even see the nigga.
understanding with my person.
You're not
Like,
gonna fold.
We're going in the same place.
So
you
it
know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
even
We're
be
growing
an
together.
option.
So this is the thing from what I hear about this, and I hear women say this, right? Like, there's levels to things. Like, there's levels to if you want someone, if you think you need someone, and then you actually need someone. Like, I'm not talking about the toxic version of need where you're like, you know, vulnerable and
Right.
you need them for money and stuff like that. No, I'm talking about the genuine need. And when a woman she genuinely needs a man, it's much different
that's what a
because
nigga
she
want.
can't see a world without that man.
Facts.
And that's when it's
Facts.
like that pure love,
That's what we
that
want.
genuine love. And
Facts.
that's when you're in the state of like, I think that women want to be in that state. And it's better for the relationship when they're in that state where they don't see a world without that man, because then you're not even looking at the mother niggas. Like, you remember, you said that, well, I'll have my dude and I'll see another guy that he may look better. The woman that doesn't see a world without her man, she don't even see other niggas. Them niggas is transparent.
But
I gotta give that a clout. I gotta give it a clout. It's pure facts. That is pure facts.
The niggas is invisible.
But hold on.
Literally.
First and foremost, like, I'm not about to come up in here and act like I'm not human.
Yeah, she
like
a realist.
my eyes don't function.
I feel you.
I'm gonna see someone who's attractive. I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
You good. Go ahead.
But I'm gonna see somebody who's attractive, but I'm gonna go back home. You know why I'm gonna go back home? Because this is the person that I've been seeking, and I'm gonna choose him every time. And this is why I'm not interested in falling in love or all this extra ish that comes from, like, a Disney book. I'm not in a Disney book. You know what I mean? I want to choose my person every day, which is why I don't want to fall in love and I don't want to be crazy
And you
about
want
it.
somebody that chooses you.
That doesn't even make
in a room
sense.
full of women that could easily distract them from you being the choice.
Yeah,
You don't want the other, like, oh
So
yeah, I'm choosing you because I don't see nobody else and I'm with you
but
all
they
day and
can't
every
touch
day.
my man.
No.
And the point that I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is this. The reality is that the reason why you're saying that you don't want to be in that state where you don't really see a world without the man is because you've been in that state before, but you experienced trauma. So the thing is that if you didn't have any trauma, then you wouldn't even be thinking that, because that is the state that women should be in. Now, vice versa, the man should never be in a state of needing a woman, because it's much different. When a woman gets in that state and having feelings how a woman feels for him, then he tends to pedestalize that woman. And if he's pedestalizing her, she will grow resentment and look down, because women look for a leader. They don't look for a man to be like, looking up to them.
Oh my God, you're a queen. You're a queen. No.
So it's like, it's opposites. Attraction is symmetrical.
Why is it not when you say you put a woman on a certain pedestal because you hold her to a certain standard, and you're saying that, like, because of that, she's going to look down and have a certain level of resentment towards
First of all,
you? I don't know if I agree with that.
putting somebody on a pedestal is very different than looking at somebody as having certain standards. When you put somebody on a pedestal, you're putting them on a pedestal to where it's like you're looking up at them. You're doing too much for the woman. As a man, if we're the protectors, the leaders, we can't look at a human and say, you over my purpose. That's not the purpose for a man. You have to understand that men or women is different, bruh. As a woman, you can put your man on a pedestal and be able to do everything that you need to do and be successful. As a man, if he put his woman on a pedestal, he cannot focus on bringing home the goods, which is going to make the woman fall for him more. It's not possible. If I'm worried about what my female is doing, I cannot get my job done. If a woman is worried about what her man is doing, she can still do her job, because when I get home, I should be her primary intention. Does that not make sense? What's wrong with these females not understanding their roles, man?
You don't? Okay, let me explain, right? So let me ask you a question. You got a lot of guys, well, not even, I'll say this.
Get the a lot of?
No, I'll say this. What we're initially getting at is that the woman should like the man more than the man likes her.
Disagree.
That's what we're getting at.
That's big facts.
So I feel like I'm just gonna go off of my experiences. I'm not even gonna go on like history and all this other stuff. I feel like when a man,
baby, your history not proved to work. The real history is proved to work. Your experience is not proved to work because you're not married. History is proved to work because we seen successful. Fuck it. Let's get into it. Let's see what the fuck she say.
Treats you and looks at you and puts you to a certain pedestal, like, like wifey pedestal, or like, you're somebody that I could see the mother of my child, somebody I could see me marrying, somebody I could see me being with forever. Like, you're of this stature. There's a lot of women, like, unfortunately, where they take themselves off of a pedestal that a guy put them on because they're doing all this outlandish, crazy ass shit. Little do they know they had their husband staring at them, but the nigga walked away.
I feel real quick, like you missed the point that I'm saying.
Definitely.
Show of hands real quick. Y'all all want a leader, right? You want a guy
Somebody
to
that
lead.
leads, yes.
All right. So an ingredient in leadership is confidence. Right, that's an ingredient in leadership is confidence. Now, a man that's pedestalizing a woman, it's different because it's lack of confidence. The woman, he's praising the woman. So let me finish. Let me land the plane. Right, but let me land the plane. Let me land it home. So what I'm saying is, when a man is in a state of pedestalizing a woman, let's just speak facts, right?
Facts for
Women don't like thirsty behavior when it comes to men. So for an example,
No.
if a man is being thirsty for you and doing too much, that's a turn off, right? Show of hands. Is that a turn off?
It's not. It's not. I don't know.
Okay, like
what y'all talking about.
what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Esme.
So I know you're 39.
show a
Let's
little
say when
thirst
you
for
were
me.
like 24, did you ever feel like you doing too much? Like when you were younger?
I never, not even at 24. I never felt that way.
Okay, so let me ask you another question.
You're doing it
'Cause
because I deserve it.
I truly don't think any woman, all women have felt disgusted when men are thirsty. So let's say you get two guys, right? They equally attractive,
Okay.
and they both slide in your DMs. The one guy, he's doing the most. He's like, "Dang, baby girl, you sexy." He liking a few
Because
pictures.
I am.
Let's play the scenario. It's a hypothetical to test your logic, right? So the guy A, he's doing the most. He's like, "Dang, baby girl, you look sexy." He's hearting on pics. He's commenting on pics. He's liking stories. He sends another message like, "Dang, where you at? I'm trying to get to know you." He's sending. You check your messages. It's about 5 messages.
There's a calm medium.
Well, let me finish. There's another guy, right? And guy B, he's equally attractive as guy A, but he only sends one message, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And maybe about that's it. Like,
This is not a good example, bro.
"How are you? Beautiful,"
Can I
something
say
like
something?
that. So the question is that I have for you, guy A and guy B, who would be more attractive to you?
So, first of all, I have to reply to both in order for
Okay,
me to
yeah, you
see
can
how
reply.
the conversation goes.
But in that moment, if you open up your DMs, you got 5 messages from one guy. They're both attractive. And you got 1 message from another guy. Who's actually going to seem more confident?
Actually,
If they both have the same qualifications?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Hold on.
By
They both
looks,
they both
they're
attractive.
both attractive.
They're both attractive. So it's gonna be let me speak to both of y'all and let me see who
No,
got what
that's
going
not
on.
the question. Don't move it
I don't
forward.
I might be going for the thirsty nigga.
Can I just say? Can I just say? Can I just say
Wait.
this?
Let's just play this hypothetical out. Let's not
Okay.
move the goalpost too much.
I
I'm
get
gonna let
it.
y'all all get
but
it
you
out.
can't. But you can't give me. I heard everything you said.
Okay.
But you have to respect my answer, and my answer is I need to have a conversation with both of them because
Yeah, I know you do.
nobody is.
It's because he didn't give a good example. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't even think of an example to give because it's like, if you thinking in this instance, just think about it in a future aspect. Who are you as a female gonna fuck with the most? So say like, I'm sorry if y'all hear that shit, bro. Hold on.
Your question reverse.
That's not
It's not
fair.
Let me
reverse.
That's not
finish.
fair, though.
No, and I need you to give an answer. Who likes who? Like, who would you actually be attracted to more? All right, put it like this: you're attracted to confidence, right?
I am.
Okay, so if you're attracted to confidence, which man displays more confidence? The
That
man
doesn't
that
say
did the
not
most,
com-
or the man that kind of just did
that
regular
to me
stuff?
doesn't say
You should put
confident.
it, the one that has the
actually
OnlyFans
says,
or the one that's
hold on, I'm
conservative
sorry.
as a businessman.
What it says to
Compare
me
them
is
equally.
persistent,
Bro, no way they both talking at the same time.
and he knows what he wants. So technically, I'm gonna go for the person who's pursuing me actively.
Okay, so
that's what I'm gonna go
so
for.
how many guys have you gave a
But,
chance?
but see, I can't come on.
Because guys playing mad cool. They be mad cool.
Can I just
Hold on,
say?
let her finish her point, and I'll get to you.
Can I just say I can't be asked a scenario and then you're telling me what I feel because you are not me. Like this is how I
Let's
cope with
see
my
the
life.
DMs.
Bro, no Fugazee. You talking about if both of them are equally attractive and one of them apply more pressure than the other dude, yes, they will take the nigga who apply more pressure. That was a horrible example, like I said. The nigga who, they want a nigga that calls them every day. They want niggas like that. The thing is, niggas like that aren't realistically gonna be high value men. This is the thing with these kind of women, and which is why they single. They want a high value man, but they want him to be all about her. That's the problem with these modern women, bro. That is the problem. They don't understand how value man really is.
Okay, we can see my DMs.
How many guys?
we can't see
I
my
got a question.
DMs.
So
I
how
am
many
who I
guys have
am.
you gave a chance that was blowing you up in the DMs then?
Yeah.
I
How
was
about
trying to
that?
explain my answer.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let her talk.
Wait, no, wait, we still on her real quick.
Cause she gonna say some real shit.
So go ahead, answer the
Yeah, so
question.
how many guys in your DMs that you gave a chance that were blowing you up?
Like, do you find yourself giving a chance to the guys that's blowing you up or the guys that's playing it cool?
I
Matter
have
of fact, what you ladies like to say?
Damn,
What you
can
ladies like to say?
Let her answer that one real quick.
It's
Let her
about
answer that
how you
one.
blowing me up.
Yeah, let her answer that
They
one.
know how you
Yeah,
They want you to answer everything. They're not gonna
You could
accept
just
the
no,
answer.
it's cool. You could
I
just
mean,
throw emojis,
So I'm
or
gonna
you could
step
be
away.
real.
I'm gonna have a drink, and
I know,
you
I
guys
get
can
it.
get back to
My-
everybody
my-
else.
You could be real thoughtful.
This
It's
is
a
crazy to
difference.
me.
How many women say,
There's a
"Oh,
difference.
this guy's been talking to himself in my DMs"?
But you're not letting us explain.
At all.
Well, she was gonna-
And you give
I'm
us
39.
I even know
disagree
scenarios
too.
that are not even
I disagree
comparable.
too with what you
You're
guys
talking
are
about
saying.
women.
No,
Not
but
right.
listen,
First-
real quick,
like,
let's
first
slow
of all,
down real
I'm
quick.
true
Let's slow
for
down real quick. I
everybody.
just want to get some
Everybody's
understanding.
But not everybody.
Can I just say?
Real quick to her, men and women are different. We're not the same. So when I'm given a scenario, when I'm given a hypothetical, it's not going to be it's going to be the equal opposite equivalent. It's
wasn't
not going to
equal.
be the equivalent.
That wasn't
so you were
equal.
talking about, oh, let's give a guy with an OnlyFans or something, or a guy posting thirst traps.
Because at this
That isn't
point,
the
that's
equal-
where we are.
that
We're
is
with
the
social
equal.
media. With social media, we're talking about the conservative man or the man that is, like a Fashion Nova model and always with the abs and the this and the that. We look at that too. You don't think we look at that too?
Yeah,
we look
we'll
at
get-
those things
we'll bring
too.
it over
We
here.
look. Men be having OnlyFans accounts as
How
well.
many guys
Not
have
a lot.
OnlyFans? What?
They do.
That's
They
crazy.
do. And they make them bad.
Let's get her input.
I gotta text my mom. So the original question, I feel like we got lost from the original question. The original question was what? Do you have it written down or?
No, yeah, I have it written down. The original question was, no, well, it kind
Would you
of
settle?
switched into
kinda
the question
switched.
was, would you ever settle for?
Yeah.
Would you ever
thirst-
settle
And
if
she
you
answered
didn't meet
that.
that?
And
And
she
you answered
answered
that,
that.
but I think the question that we were going to when we got off topic a little bit when we were speaking about who should. Like if the man is pedestalizing a woman, I stated that she would grow resentment for that man in due
Yeah,
time.
I don't agree with that because
Okay, cool.
if you check off all the characteristics that we like and then you're pedestalizing us after all your other qualifications are met, we like that shit. Why
love
would you
You're
not
not
pedest-
loyal to that.
We have every other man pedestalizing us when we walk out the door. So if our man's not doing it, that's weird.
It makes sense. I ain't gonna lie.
The
She
one
killing
man
it.
who-
She killing it.
To come
You
in.
gotta be
Cause she said after. Now she's smart as fuck because she said if he's penalizing us after all his other qualifications, see that's a different thing. Because trust me, if you my bitch, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, trust me, if you my bitch, I'm gonna make sure you know what's up. You feel me? But I'm gonna do that after. Pedalizing is different because unless I'm pedalizing other shit above. No, she is Jose, fool. She Jose. I ain't gonna lie.
Take away- it doesn't take away from your confidence.
That's valid.
That you put me. First of all,
Damn.
if you pedestal, if you're putting me on a pedestal,
Oh, that's what I wanted to say.
If you're
I'm
putting
sorry.
me on a
I
pedestal,
wanna
is
finish what I
because
was saying.
that's the reason you chose me. So that's where you need to keep me. That doesn't take away from
And
you.
what I was gonna say is
Actually,
to
I feel
validate
like it
you.
adds value to you as
As
a
a man.
high value
Exactly what you
man
want.
Okay.
because
Finish your.
go ahead.
I get what
It
you're
does.
saying. Finish your point.
What I was gonna say is, you're right. We don't like that thirsty behavior, but we don't like it when it's the dudes that we don't want that's doing it, and that's most of the time what we're dealing with. We're dealing with some 55-year-old on the street with one finger who's spitting on himself, and we don't want him to. We don't want him to.
Stop it right there. Look, stop it right there real quick.
Those are the men that are pedestalizing.
Yeah, so look, so
pedestalizing
this
us.
is why I said the question the way I said. I know women don't like thirsty men, and I know that you really just don't, like you said, you don't like men being thirsty from the men that you
That you
don't
not-
want.
Men that we don't
Yeah.
want.
And this is why I can pick. So what I'm trying to say here, try to break it down. Thank you for actually saying that. Now, if you have a man that they're both attractive,
Yes.
but one is
I
actually
want the one that's
displaying
pedestalizing
thirsty
me.
behavior.
I want the thirsty one because
You're
if
saying
he
that
checks
you
off
want the
every
thirsty
other
one.
box and he's
Yeah.
thirsty for me,
That's what they
That's
want.
what I'm saying. They're both equivalent, but then one is pedestalizing me and one's not. I want the one that's
Do you like
pedestalizing
guys
me.
that? Okay,
Hell
ask
yeah.
another
Into
question.
me.
Let's say another word. Do you like guys that love bomb you?
Yes, love
No,
me.
hell no.
I do.
the same thing.
What is wrong with y'all?
Let me comment on that. Let me comment
I
on
don't want
that.
to breathe.
Let me comment on that because if you know me, let's say we're a year in, you know me emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically, you know everything about me, and you're pedestalizing me, that's not love bombing. That's you know my soul and you love the shit out of me.
Yeah, so
and
I
all
want,
that.
will
We're
give you
talking
this.
about somebody that don't know you.
I look,
Yeah,
I
I'm
would-
someone that doesn't know me.
Ladies
No,
do try
I
to
know what
bag
love
you.
bombing is.
Yeah,
I'm not
I would
accepting
give
love
y'all
bombing.
this. So we are speaking on different points. The point where we're coming from, we're speaking about in the beginning of the relationship.
Okay.
You're speaking about during the relationship, already after you built up love and attraction for this man. That's a little bit different. And we can say, I mean, if a man is, showing his love and, appreciation to the woman, nothing is wrong with that. A woman does want to feel love back. We're not
sure.
saying that.
Right.
We were speaking about in the beginning. So I think that's maybe where the confusion got messed up
I
too.
just think there's a line between love bombing.
It is.
Love bombing is a really extreme measure of like gifts and just overexerting yourself.
That's
There's a
100.
difference between that and like some calm pedestalization, if that's a word.
How you doing?
But I do agree with
Some
him.
mature,
going
healthy
on?
pedestalization.
I do agree with him
whatever
in
the
the sense
fuck
of
it's
like
called.
love bombing early on could come off as a form of insecurity.
It could come off like he's not that confident, right?
Right. Like so he's overcompensating for something that he is
And
not.
that's what
That's
we're
because
saying.
we already
That's what we're
overdone.
saying.
But have a calm
So do
medium.
you agree with
It
that?
could be
though?
Have a calm medium.
I
Still no?
No, I don't. Because
I know you want to love bomb.
No, let
Okay,
me
fair
tell you,
enough, fair
right? Can
enough.
I just say
Yeah,
this?
go ahead.
And I won't say nothing else. I just feel like we already come with this freaking wall and we prejudge people. Like somebody might just be that way.
into you.
Like I love on people immediately. You understand? And I might come off as a creep to you because that's
The thing is, men, we don't get repulsed when a woman is being thirsty.
Because
We
it barely
actually feel appreciated. Yeah, we actually feel appreciated by it because it barely happens to us.
Right.
But the thing is, when y'all leave the studio, you go to a gas station, guys are catcalling. You after even this podcast, you look at your DMs, dudes gonna be in there. Everywhere you go, dudes is trying to hit on you. Like what I'm
But
saying
dudes
is,
appreciate what I do.
that's the same
You're
thing for a
beautiful.
high-quality man.
I'm
If
getting
you are
dressed up every
high-quality.
morning and you texting me, you beautiful, you look good. I like what you're doing. I don't think that's thirsty. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Y'all can think what y'all want.
if you don't already love that man, you gonna think that is
Okay, so
thirsty.
I guess you're me,
We're talking
and
about
I'm
a
you.
guy that you just
Yeah.
met.
I get what I ain't gonna lie.
Try to get you, try to bag you.
Okay, what's
I don't
wrong
wanna
with
say
you?
this
Telling
shit,
me
fool.
I'm beautiful. What's
Like
wrong
for
with
me,
you?
I don't
the
wanna say
thirst
this.
level has to be
Yeah, it has to be
equivalent
extreme,
to
like for me.
substance.
I agree with the females, bro. I just want to punch myself, but I ain't gonna lie. I do agree with the females right here, dog. This is so sad for me to say, but I get it though because I understand women nature. Like women do want to be like when she switched it up saying like he could pedestalize us after all his other things. I understand that because as men, we know like at the end of the day, if we got a woman, we gonna love her, but we just not gonna put her over the purpose. But she's saying she understands she gotta come second to the purpose. So if she understands coming second to the purpose, of course she's gonna get affection from me. She's gonna get love from me. She's gonna get nice words and information from me because that's love. And that's what it is that we gotta understand what love is. You feel me? Accepting somebody for who they are, that's love. Being with somebody despite some things going wrong, that's love. Communication through the problems, that's love. You feel me? It's not all about what a person can bring you. You feel me? So I understand what they saying. I'm agreeing with them right now. The other female, I ain't gonna too much agree with her, but this one right here, she saying some real shit. She knowing what's really going on for real. I ain't gonna lie.
If you're
That's
offering
right.
no
That's
substance
That's
and
a
you're
swag
just
with your
saying you
thirst.
look
That's
good,
it.
you're
Fair enough,
beautiful,
fair
you're
enough.
sexy, that's substanceless. So no, we don't
All
like
right,
that.
okay, ladies. Like,
Yeah, let it go.
Y'all just want,
Let
y'all
it go,
just want
big
us to
dog.
be mean so bad.
Nah, it's cool. You good. Yeah,
No,
y'all
he's just trying
just
to
didn't
prove
understand.
that
He
we
was
don't
trying.
like thirsty men.
Yeah,
but
that was the
Yeah,
point.
nah. He was just trying to say some different shit, but he ain't put it the right way. You feel me? And it's understood because at the end of the day, it's hard to make an example for that because we think differently. So if we like a thirsty bitch, we want our bitch to be thirsty, but only thirsty for us. You know what I'm saying? It's same thing with females. We are different by nature, but some natures still coexist the same. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it just depends on the situation.
we don't like I said, the 1-2 psychopath on the street. We don't want him to be thirsty.
And the point is, let's just sum it up real quick. What I was getting at is because we were speaking about a man pedestalizing a woman. And my statement was that, that's not really good if a man is doing that, pedestalizing a woman, because in due time, she will grow resentment for that
I'm
man.
gonna suck your harder and better and gooder. And
Okay,
everything
and
like
what
that.
I'm saying
Just don't be
is,
too cool.
But he's trying to say over pedal. He gotta say overdoing it. You know what I'm
Either.
saying? He's saying it in a regular instance, so the female's thinking he's just saying it in a regular aspect, but he wasn't. He was saying in an over way, like he's over pedalizing her. He's overdoing it. He's doing OC much. You feel me? That's a difference.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna like that.
ladies,
Where y'all go wrong?
the
And that's
thing
where
is
the
this:
cornballs get
I
in.
know y'all better than y'all know yourselves.
Oh my God.
It's true. It is true.
This is where
It's true.
Say how you really feel. Say how you really feel, friend. Say how you really feel.
Listen, ladies.
But you're wrong about
Listen,
you.
y'all all. I know you and your DMs are flooded. So you
Okay.
two and you too. The three of you
And I
DMs.
reply and I say thank you. Ask my followers.
DMs.
You're proving my point.
So,
You say
well, that
thank
white
you, you
people
leave it. You don't give
okay,
that
yeah, I
man
know
a
you
chance.
ain't
Why
out of
do
your
it?
head, baby.
I'm
Yo,
not gonna
I know
give
ain't
you
nobody in your
energy
DMs.
because I'm living outside of my
Chill out,
DMs.
fool.
No, in the DMs. Look at
You
your
just,
profile
it's
pic.
just
Let's
what y'all
just-
claim.
I gotta
So
find
you're
this
not
other
gonna
part
go
though.
high
Hey,
level
this
like
is
my
part
boss.
1, fool. I gotta find a part where they trigger because this was a straight conversation, understandable. Over pedalizing as a man is not good, but you know what I'm saying, it's okay to show love to your woman for sure. Over pedalizing as a woman is perfect. That's what a nigga need. Okay, over pedalize me. Okay, thank you for watching the vid. See you later.